Last week, been after a couple of good wins, disappointing against Forest. Have you need to lift the players?
Yeah, we were poor at Forest. There's no question about it. We didn't get going right from the start. It was really having come off a real good performance against Stoke on the Friday. The Monday was just, for whatever reason, just looked too far for some of the players, and it was really disappointing performance. But we've got 2 games left. 2 games that we have to win, and that's the bottom line, which is brilliant, really.
Obviously, you need to win those games. What have you been saying to the players now it's out of your hands?
No, it's just a case of keeping them focused and keeping them going as much as anything else. And we certainly need a performance in both games to win the games, and then we'll see where it takes us. It can all change quickly.
You've been in football a lot. Obviously, the results not only in the playoff positions of the top 2, as we're coming close, we're getting some strange results. Tell us about that pressure. What is that like when you're closing in after the season?
I think pressure more today because of the social media with the players, and the players read social media. A lot of them will read it. A lot of them get involved in it, and it does add the pressure, to themselves. But our big theme this week has been just concentrate on your performances, and like I say, the game on Saturday is a must-win game. We've got to go out and be really positive and have a go, and have a right go.
I guess it helps, Tony, the fact that if you win your 2, Bristol City and Derby have to play each other, so you could finish in the playoffs. It is still there.
It's still open. It's with 2 games to go. It's still all to play for, which is and we have the opportunity, then the chance to do that. And what the players have got to do, they've got to grasp it. It's no good. There's no hiding place now. They have to go out and perform and get the results that everybody wants.
I'm sure as well, people out there are looking at the fixtures, Reading and Rotherham, and going, "Oh, easy 6 points for Boro."
Yeah.
But it's not going to be like that, is it?
Wigan and Leeds. Yeah, it doesn't go that way. It's the Championship. It's the most exciting league in the country, really. If you look at even the Premiership, the excitement is between just 2 clubs. Who's going to win it? The rest are also runs. With this league, anybody can beat anybody.
I would imagine as well that will have been your message to the players.
No, they've been good. There's obviously there was a real bit of disappointment after the performance on Monday, and no one feels that more than the players and the people involved. And what we've got to do, we've got to make sure that we turn up Saturday and put a real performance in, and make sure that we give it everything we've got.
What do you put Monday down to? Was it just a game too far?
Well, we got. I hate making excuses and everything else, but we've got players playing out of position. We've got and to turn it that quick without having worked on it and being able to again regenerate what we talked about against Stoke and their positional senses. We got stretched, we got pulled around. And, to have a go at, certain players who haven't played much football and certainly haven't played in the positions we're asking them to play in, it's difficult. I think I said it. You take Ayala, Friend, Wingy and Fry out of any team in this league, and there's a big hole, there's a big gap. So we're doing that. We're trying to bridge that and fill those gaps. And they've done fantastic with the 3 previous games, but they weren't very good at Forest, and we have to accept that.
On that subject of injuries, are there any new concerns going into this week's match?
No, I think Stuart hurt his knee yesterday a little bit in a challenge. I'm hoping he'll be okay, but the rest of them should be all right.
And just on your own future, how important is it that you sort of figure out whether or not you're going to be here next season?
No, there's no problems with me. I'll speak to Steve after the season's finished. I've enjoyed it at this football club. It's a smashing football club. I've got a smashing group of supporters. They are diehard. I had actually lunch with a father and a son. Father's been a season ticket holder for about 150 years, and I sat down with them yesterday, and they're so passionate about their club and so passionate about the area. Like all clubs, you know, there's a real solid base here. But yeah, this club's worth fighting for.
Do you want to stay?
Well, like I say, I'll speak to Steve. Let's get the season out of the way. I think there's lots of stuff that I want to talk about, lots of things that I need to talk about. You know, obviously Steve is one of many owners in the Championship who are not happy with the rules being broken by certain clubs. So he's got that on his plate at the moment with the other clubs. And once that's away from him and once the season's over, you know, we'll have a clear view of where we're going and what we're doing.
I appreciate you will not be able to say what answers you're expecting to get, but what do you need to know, what do you need to hear that makes you think I'm in the best place for Tony Pulis?
That's for me, and that, like I say, that's for me and Steve to talk about. And I've got tremendous respect. I think he's a wonderful fellow, as I've said before, and I'll say it again. Steve Gibson's the biggest asset for this football club, and you know, over the years, the amount of money he's ploughed in and what he's done. I think there's certain things that have to be changed, certain things that have to be done at the football club, whether I'm here or whether I'm not, for this club to push on and go in the right direction. But I'll talk to Steve about them.